We watch another one, or it's just
Oh,
Mr.
it's
Anderson,
going.
can you hear me?
Yes, Judge, I'm here. How are you today?
I'm good. Let me flip this back on. There we go. Okay. Are you ready to proceed? Is your client with you?
Yes, sir. Can is
Good
he
morning.
is he in the
Morning.
picture yet? He may have to move over to the right a little bit. I think that's
That's
it.
that's fine.
Okay.
We're on the record in 25 CPR 042668, estate of Maurice Levine. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony provided here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, sir, I do.
Very good. Counselor, you may proceed.
State your name, sir.
My name is Mark Allen Lassoff, Lasof.
And you are the applicant and the nephew of Mr. Levine, right? Maurice Levine. Is that
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay. Maurice Levine died on May the 26th, 2025 in Fort Bend County, Texas, at the age of 91 years, right?
yes,
And 4 years has not passed since the date of his death. Isn't that correct?
yes,
And at the time of his death, he was domiciled and had a place where he resided in Fort Bend County, Texas. Isn't that right?
yes.
Okay. Now, I'll show you what's purported to be his will. Do you recognize that as his will? And also, do you recognize his signature on the last page?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, as far as you know, this will was never revoked, right?
No,
Okay. Now, we asked the court at this time, Judge, to take notice that the original copy of the will is on file with the county clerk's office.
The court shall take judicial notice that the original is on file and what you have presented to your client is a copy of the will.
That's correct, yeah. Now, this will did not name the state of Texas or any agency thereof or any charitable organization as a divisor. Isn't that correct?
correct.
Okay. Now, after the date that he did this will, he did not have any more children, did he?
He did not.
And he did not adopt any children, right?
He did not.
Okay. Now, Mr. Levine was married one time to Marilyn Levine on March the 1st, 1969, and he remained married to her until her death on November the 1st, 2017. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And you have personal knowledge of his financial affairs, right?
Yes,
And there are no debts owed that are not secured by liens on real property, but there is a need for administration because there's real and personal property that must be transferred. Isn't that right?
correct.
Okay. Now, you are marked Soft and you are named in the will as the independent executor, right?
Correct.
And you are not disqualified to act as such and to accept that as testimony. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And we did have the citation served and returned in the manner for the length of time required by the Texas State Code. Isn't that correct?
Yes,
Okay. And Mr. Levine, the decedent, did not apply for and receive any Medicaid on or after March the 1st, 2005. Isn't that correct?
correct.
Okay. Judge, we have nothing further other than that the estate is not taxable and we ask the court to waive any appraisal.
The court heard the testimony of Mark Lassoff. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Mr. Lassoff as independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers are waived. And then I will also appoint Mr. Anderson as the resident agent in this matter. Mr. Lassoff, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, sir.
You have a good day, Your Honor.
You have a good day as well, Mr. Anderson. Well, we're just gonna, they're now last, so we just continue on. Mr. Courier, if you turn your camera on, please. There we go. Okay, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042398, the state of Larry Arthur. Is it bowstring?
Bustring.
Bowstring? Okay. All right. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
So help me God.
Very good. Okay, Mr. Courier, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Van Bustring, you're the son of Larry Arthur Bustring, our decedent, correct?
I am.
All right. And your father passed away September 12th, 2024 in Fulshire, Fort Bend County at the age of 85 years, and 4 years have now elapsed since the date of his death. Is that true?
That's true.
All right. And this court has jurisdiction and venue because your father was domiciled in Fort Bend County on the date of his death, correct?
Correct.
All right. We have a will that's dated July 24th, 1998. You've seen this will, right?
Yes.
Your father's will. Okay. Your Honor, they're posting it up right now. Just let's take a look at it. That's the will that you recall. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. And this will was never revoked so far as you know, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, there is a necessity for the administration of this estate, right?
Correct.
And after your father wrote this will, he did not have any children born to or adopted by him, right?
No.
And thank you. There was no marriage dissolved after the date of this will either, right?
There was not.
All right. Now, the will does not name the state of Texas, a governmental agency of the state of Texas, nor any charitable organization as a devotee. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. And Mr. Bustring, you have been named to serve as independent executor in this will, and you're qualified and you're not disqualified from serving, right?
That's correct.
And we discussed what that means. You're not a felon and you're over the age of 18 and at least reasonably competent, right?
Reasonably.
Thank you. Your Honor, at this time, we would ask that the last will and testament of Larry Arthur Bustring be admitted to probate and that Mr. Russell Van Bustring, the decedent's son, be appointed as independent executor to serve without bond and that letters issue. This is a non-taxable estate, so I'd ask that appraisers be waived.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Russell Van Bustring. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will and probate and appoint Mr. Bustring as independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Sir, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are we excused?
Yes, anything further, Mr. Courier?
No, sir.
Y'all have a good day.
Thank you very much, too. Talk soon, Russell.
Thank you.
Last, move on. Oh, what's happening here? All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042672, estate of Christopher Allen Taylor. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Very good. All right, Mr. Fling, whenever you're ready, you may proceed with your prove up.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Taylor, can you state your full name for the record?
Lynn Merrill Tapan Taylor,
And can you provide us with the last four digits of your Texas driver's license?
5194.
And were you married to Mr. Christopher Allen Taylor?
Yes, sir.
And did Mr. Taylor pass away on April 3rd, 2025 in Katy, Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes, sir.
And was he at the age of 66 years old?
Yes.
And did Mr. Taylor and you reside in Katy, Fort Bend County, Texas at the time of Mr. Taylor's death?
Yes.
Now, I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of the last will and testament of Mr. Taylor. that was forwarded to the court on June 3rd, 2025.
The court shall take judicial notice that the original is on file.
And Ms. Taylor, did Mr. Taylor have a last will and testament dated June 6, 2016?
Yes, sir.
And is the will shown on your screen there, does that appear to be the last will and testament of Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
And was that will witnessed by 2 witnesses and signed by Mr. Taylor in front of a notary?
Yes, sir.
And was Mr. Taylor of sound mind and at least 18 years of old when he signed the will?
Yes, sir, he was.
Did he ever revoke this will?
No, sir.
Were any children born or adopted to him after the execution of this will?
No, sir.
Did he have any marriages that were dissolved after executing this will?
No, sir.
Did Mr. Taylor's will give anything to the state of Texas, a government agency, or a charity?
No, sir.
Were any medical benefits applied for or received after March 1st, 2005?
No, sir.
Is this a non-taxable estate?
Yes, sir.
Does the will ask you to serve as the independent executor and to act independently without appraisals?
Yes, sir.
Is there a need for the administration of this estate?
Yes, sir.
Is there any reason why you would be disqualified as serving as the independent executor?
No, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, we would ask that the last will and testament of Mr. Taylor be admitted to probate and that Ms. Taylor be appointed as the independent executor of his estate.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Lynn Merrill Tappan Taylor. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will and the probate and appoint Ms. Taylor as independent executrix to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Ms. Taylor, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mr.
Thank
Flang,
you, Your Honor.
further?
I'm sorry?
Anything further?
No, sir, nothing.
All right, y'all are free to go. Have a great day.
Thank you. You
Thank
as
you, Your
well.
Honor.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Kennedy. Or excuse me, Mr. Jackson, I'm sorry. Mr. Jackson, can you hear me? Mr. Jackson, can you hear me? Miss Arrington, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Mr. Jackson, can you hear me?
Judge, my screen shows that you are muted, but I see that you and Gina can talk to each other.
But you cannot hear me?
I cannot hear you. I can read your lips.
Miss Arrington, can see if he can hear you.
Can you hear me
I cannot
okay?
hear Gina either.
Okay.
Let me see if I don't have a problem on my. How about now, Judge?
Can you hear me now?
Thank you.
You can?
I can, thank you.
Okay, very good. Mr. Jackson, which case would you want to start with? Donald Leroy Kennedy or Susan Marie Kennedy?
I think it makes sense to start with Susan Marie since she died first.
All right.
I did not see, did you swear in Ms. Arrington?
No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042697, estate of Susan Marie Kennedy, also known as Sue Marie Kennedy. All those who intend to testify, if you would raise your right hand. Ms. Arrington, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony provided here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Very good. Okay, Mr. Jackson, whenever you're ready, you may proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Arrington, if you would, for the record, state your name, please.
Gina Renee Arrington.
And you're here on behalf of the estate of your mother, Susan Marie Kennedy, is that correct?
Yes.
And she died on October 4, 2018 in Fort Bend County at the age of 64 years, is that correct?
Yes.
4 years have passed since that date, but it was only recently after your father died that you realized nothing had been done as far as her estate, is that correct?
Yes.
At the time of her death, she had a fixed place of residence in Fort Bend County, all right?
Yes.
And then we filed a document dated May 10, 2016, which was her will. As far as you know, that will has never been revoked. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there are no unpaid debts owing by your mother other than maybe debts that might exist on real property. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then she did not apply for or receive Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st, 2005. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there were no children born to or adopted by her after she made the will. Is that right?
Yes.
And then no marriage of hers was dissolved after the execution of her will. In other words, she was still married at the time of her death. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we have no need for administration of this estate. We're simply asking the judge to acknowledge the validity of the will as a muniment of title. Is that right?
Yes.
And she was married to her husband, your father, Donald Leroy Kennedy, at the time of her death.
Yes.
And then she had two children, one being you, Gina Renee Arrington, and the other Nicholas Andrew Kennedy, both of you have survived your mother. Is that correct?
Yes.
No other children born to or adopted by your mother. Is that right?
All right.
That's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
All right, quarter the testimony of Gina Renee Arrington. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court finds that Gina Renee Arrington is not in default for failing to offer the will for probate within 4 years of decedent's death. Thus, the court will admit the will into probate as a muniment of title, and I'll waive the affidavit of fulfillment of terms in this case. Ms. Arrington, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, we'll go ahead and move into the next case. Give me 1 second while I pull it up. Okay, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042688, estate of Donald Leroy Kennedy. Ms. Arrington, you're still under oath. Mr. Jackson, you may proceed.
Okay, Ms. Arrington, if you would again state your name for the court's record, please.
Gina Renee Arrington.
And you are here on behalf of the estate of your father, Donald Leroy Kennedy, is that correct?
Yes.
And he died on December 12, 2023 in Fort Bend County at the age of 72 years.
Yes.
And 4 years have not passed since that date. At the time of his death, your father had a fixed place of residence in Fort Bend County, Texas.
Yes.
And the document that we filed dated May 10, 2016 was his last will and testament. As far as you know, has never been revoked. Is that correct?
Yes.
There were no children born to or adopted by your father after making of that will. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your father was not married at the time of his death, having been preceded in death by his wife, Susan Marie Kennedy. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then no other marriage of your father's, there was no other marriage of your father after that will. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then you are named in his will as the independent executor. I'm sorry, your mother was named in the will as the independent executor. She has predeceased your father. You were named as the successor independent executor, and there you are not disqualified by law from accepting letters as far as you know.
Yes.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Court heard the testimony of Gina Renee Arrington. Again, she testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will under probate and appoint Miss Arrington as independent executrix to serve without bond, and I'll waive appraisers as well. Miss Arrington, again, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, anything further?
No, that's it, Your Honor. Thank
All
you.
Y'all have a great day. You're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Sorry for the last minute switch up on
No.
the attorneys.
It's quite
Ms.
all right.
Solomon has had a migraine since yesterday, and I'm so thankful I don't get those.
Agreed. Okay, we are missing the applicant and one witness. Which witness?
Let's see, we've got, I see Andre Carrington's on.
Missing
Dr.
LaShonda Willis and the applicant Gary Harrison.
Okay, they're not on?
They are not on Zoom.
Okay, let me call her assistant and see if she can get them on. And do you want to come back to us?
We can do that. We'll come
Okay.
back.
Okay, Mr. Carrington, they'll come back to us. I'm here for Ms. Solomon today.
Let's move to Tran. Will you put Mr. Carrington and Sibley back in the waiting room? Do we have the witnesses? Okay. Dung Tran, if you would turn your camera on, please. Dung Tran, if you would please turn your camera on.
Honor, if I could just ask Mrs. Jung to call the witness. Oh, there she is. Okay, good. Did she turn her camera on? No. If you give us a few minutes, let's call her to make sure that she can hear us and have her camera turned on, Your Honor. I apologize for that.
And who are we talking about? Dong Tran?
Yes, Your Honor. This
Yes.
is Tran Nguyen. I'm subbing in for Miss Lan Nguyen. I'm of counsel with her firm, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, so the second witness, we'll give her a call and ask that she turns her camera on and make sure that she's able to hear us.
Okay. Well, why don't you give her a call real quick? Is everybody here for the next case? Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Ms. Nguyen.
Oh yeah.
I think you're close to another person that might have a microphone.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. I am sorry. Test.
Ms. Nguyen,
Yes, yes, sir.
who do you have next to you?
This is Young Tran.
So y'all will just share a camera then?
Is that okay? I'm sorry.
That's fine. We can do that.
I don't know why.
Remove Dong Tran's we'll remove him from the Zoom meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Let me delete that. Okay.
Okay, Tran Nguyen.
Yes.
Tran Nguyen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the attorney.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dong Tran.
Dong Tran. Okay. I am trying to get hold of Tran Nguyen, the attorney in this matter. She's turned her camera off. I think she stepped away for a second.
Not entered any numbers. Please re-enter your meeting ID followed by #.
Miss Nguyen.
Yeah.
Tran Nguyen.
ID followed by #.
Tran Nguyen.
Otherwise, just. You are in the meeting now.
Good morning, Your Honor. We're trying to
Everybody's on. Everybody's on now.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Miss Nguyen and
Yes, sir.
Tran are going to share a camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's there. Okay, got it.
All right. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042372, state of Hong Van Tran. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony provided here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, Ms. Nguyen, what we're going to do, Tran Nguyen, if you would just start with the airship. Once we conclude the airship, we'll move into the administration.
Yes, Your Honor, will do. I'd like to call my first witness, Ms. Teresa Nguyen. Yes, Ms. Teresa.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please state your full name for the court's record?
Yes, my name is Teresa Nguyen.
And how are you acquainted with the decedent Hung Vang Zhang?
He is my brother-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you how long have you known him prior to his death?
I known him at least 18 years.
Okay. So to your knowledge, Mr. Tran was married to Miss Tai Hang Ti-Zheng, is that correct?
Yes.
And was that his only marriage?
Yes, that is his only marriage.
And is it also correct that they have one child together?
Yes, ma'am.
To your knowledge, did your brother-in-law ever raise any other person and claim that person as his child?
No, ma'am.
Did he ever adopt anybody as his child?
No, ma'am.
Do you feel that you knew him well enough that if he had any other children, he would have been open about that?
Absolutely.
And he was never married to anybody else, is that correct?
Yes, he was never married to anyone else.
And at the time of his death, he was not divorced from Mrs. Tai Hang-Zheng, is that also correct?
Yes, he was not divorced or anything. He was still married.
And you are making your testimony today without expectation of any kind of monetary compensation, is that also correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Thank you very much. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. King.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Nguyen, do you recall speaking with me on the phone about this estate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if you said that you knew your brother-in-law well, if he had had any other marriages, is that something you think you would have known about?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And would you please state for the court the name of his child?
His child name is Peyton Bao-hee Tran.
Okay. And how old is Peyton?
Peyton is 5.
And did you ever talk about with your brother-in-law or overhear him talking about whether or not he had a will?
No.
No.
That's something, pretty personal to them. I wouldn't know about that.
Okay, so that's not something you would know about. Okay. And did your brother-in-law ever live overseas or was he ever in the military?
No, ma'am.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Call your next witness, Ms. Nguyen.
I'd like to call Mr. Yung Zhang.
Yes.
Good morning. Could you please state your full name for the court, sir?
Young Tran.
And you are the decedent's brother, is that correct?
Yes.
And did you have a chance to listen to my questions to Ms. Teresa just now?
Yes.
And if I ask you the same set of questions, would your answers be the same?
Yes.
And lastly, you are giving your testimony. You don't expect any type of compensation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, and one last question. Did you ever have a conversation with your brother about making a will?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. King.
Hi, good morning. And do you recall speaking with me over the telephone?
Yes.
Were you and your brother close?
Yes.
Okay. And were you his younger brother or older brother?
A brother.
Okay. And so if your brother had had any children other than Peyton or had been married any other time, that's something you would have known about. Is that right?
Yes.
And if your brother had had a will, is that something you think you would have known about?
No.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Any further witnesses for the heirship?
I just wanted to ask Mrs. Strong to testify about the will. That's all, Your Honor.
Proceed.
I'd like to call the applicant, Mrs. Tai Hang-Zheng. Mrs. Strong, hello, can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yes.
Could you please state your name for the court's record?
It's Tai Hang Tran.
And when your husband passed away, did he have a will to your knowledge?
No, he did not.
So did you ever discuss having a will together before he died?
We had the discussion, but we never was able to make one.
Okay, thank you very much. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. King.
No, Your Honor, I don't have any questions for Ms. Tran.
Okay, Ms. King, anything further for the airship?
No, Your Honor.
Your fees are $650 in the matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything further for the airship, Ms. Nguyen?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, after listening to testimony of Teresa Nguyen, Dung Tran, and Thai Hung Tran, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence the decedent's errors are those listed in the judgment declaring airship. I'm going to discharge Ms. King from her duties as attorney ad litem and award her a fee in the amount of $650. Ms. King, you're free to go. Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you.
Thank you
Your Honor.
very much, Ms. King.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And are the witnesses excused, Your Honor, or would you like them to stay?
No, the witnesses are free to go. They're welcome to stay, but they're free to go if they like.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. At this time, may I proceed with administration?
You may.
Thank you. Mrs. Chung, you're still under oath, and I am going to ask you just a few questions about the administration, Mrs. Chung. Is it correct that your husband died on February the 12th, 2022?
That's correct.
And he was a resident of Fort Bend County at the time of his death. Is that correct?
That's also correct.
And you are asking the court to appoint you as an independent administrator of your husband's estate. Is that also correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are not disqualified from receiving that appointment. You don't have any kind of criminal record. Is that also correct?
That is correct.
And at this time, you're asking the court to also waive the requirement of an appraiser because this estate is not a taxable estate. Is that also correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Tran. Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to ask if you could appoint Mrs. Tran as the independent administrator for her husband's estate and waive any requirement of appraisers as this is not a taxable estate.
So my understanding they have a minor child. Is that correct?
Yes, they do, Your Honor. Peyton is 5.
I know my probate auditor I spoke with, I believe, the other attorney in the case. It's going to have to be in dependent administration in this matter because a minor child is involved. If we need to go ahead and set a bond in this case, so if you would please question the witness, regarding the valuation of the estate.
Yes, Your Honor. Would the court consider doing an independent administration with the bond?
No, we only do dependents in minor cases.
Thank you very much, Honor. I will proceed with that questioning. Mrs. Tran, in terms of your husband's share of the marital property, right? To your knowledge, aside from the house, what assets, what is the value of any money that is only in his name without a beneficial designation, and money in his bank account that has no payee on death?
Nothing that I know of.
Okay, so all the accounts were joint with right survivorship that went to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so in terms of your household belongings and the cars, how many vehicles do you have together?
Just one.
Okay, and what is that make and model, and do you know the approximate value of that car?
The make is Toyota RAV4, 2015, and with the value, I want to say maybe 15,000.
16?
No, 15, 15.
Oh, 15,000. Okay. What about your household possession? Do you think if you were to say have a garage sale, what would be the value of your household possessions together?
Maybe also 15,000. Didn't have a lot. Maybe 15,000. I don't think it's that much.
Okay. So you're saying that in total, are there any other non-real estate properties that your husband would have an interest in together?
No.
Did your husband have any type of asset that he had before he married you? Like, did he have any type of certificate of deposit, CDs, or accounts that he had before he married you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So the total value that you are stating that is the community is 30,000, with half being your husband's share. Is that my understanding?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. After listening to testimony of Thy Hang Tran, the court finds the decedent died intestate and there's a necessity for administration. The court will grant the request of the applicant and appoint Ms. Tran as dependent administrator of the estate. I'm going to set bond at a minimal amount of $15,000 in this case. That'll be adjusted accordingly once we have an inventory on file.
Yes, I appreciate that very much, Your Honor. Thank you. Is there anything else the court needs of us?
No, Ms. Tran, I do want to say I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Further, Ms. Nguyen, for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. We'll get her oath and bond filed in due course as required. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. You're
May
free
we be excused. Thank
Yes,
you
you
very
may.
much.
Okay, let's move to Wallace.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, we're on the record. 25 CPR 042002, estate of William Sean Wallace. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
We do.
All right, very good. Okay, you can lower your hands. Let's see. We'll go ahead and start with the airship. Once we've concluded the airship, we'll move into the administration. You may call your first witness.
Thank you, please, Your Honor. Josie Ann Shepherd. Ms. Shepherd, were you well acquainted with the family history of the decedent William Sean Wallace?
Yes.
How well and how long did you know Mr. Wallace?
I guess from his birth, I knew about him. And I've known the family, the parents, about like 30 years.
Okay. And when was the last time you saw or spoke to Mr. Wallace prior to his passing?
Probably about a year and a half to 2 years at his sister's wedding.
Okay. And do you know if Mr. Wallace was married at the time of his passing?
No, I don't.
And do you know if there are any children born to or adopted by Mr. Wallace?
No.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, do you know if Mr. Wallace had a will?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. And as far as you are aware, the two heirs to Mr. Wallace's estate are his father, Sean Gregory Wallace, and his mother, Nicole Marie Wallace.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any financial interest in this estate?
Oh, no, definitely not.
I pass the witness, please, Your Honor.
Mr. Doggett.
Ms. Shepherd, do you recall speaking to me on the phone several months ago?
Yeah.
And do you feel like you would have known, or you knew Mr. Wallace well enough that you would have known if he had had children?
Yes, definitely.
And he didn't, that would include adopted children. He didn't adopt any children, right?
No.
And did he raise any children in his household?
Nope.
And you said that you were friends with the family, is that correct?
All
right. And the decedent was living in Midland?
Yes.
And you said the last time you saw him was at his sister's wedding? did anybody ever say anything to you about Mr. Wallace after his sister's wedding?
No,
Okay. Are you receiving anything in exchange for your testimony today?
no, I'm not.
I'll pass the witness.
Okay, call your next witness.
We will call Guinevere Kelshall Huggins. Can you please state your name for the record?
Guinevere Kelshall Huggins.
And Ms. Huggins, you were aware of the family history of Sean Wallace, William Sean Wallace?
Yes.
Okay. And how long and how well did you know Mr. Wallace and his family?
I've known them about 20 years.
Okay. And when was the last time you spoke to or had seen William Sean Wallace?
Also at his sister's wedding, Megan's wedding.
Okay. And do you know if Mr. Wallace was married at the time of his passing?
No, he wasn't.
And do you know if he had any children born to him or that he adopted prior to his passing?
He did not.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, did Mr. Wallace have a will?
No.
Okay.
But I know.
And according to you, the only heirs to his estate are his father, Sean Gregory Wallace, and his mother, Nicole Marie Wallace?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any financial interest in this estate?
No.
Okay. Pass the witness, please, Your Honor.
Mr. Doggett.
Ms. Huggins, you and I also spoke on the phone several months ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
And is it true that was your son friends with Mr. Wallace?
He was.
Were they living together in Midland?
No.
But your son also worked in Midland?
He did, yes.
Okay, and did your son talk to you about Mr. Wallace?
Many times, yes.
Okay. So do you feel like you would have known if Mr. Wallace had had any children,
Yes, I would have known.
and you would have known if he had been married at the time of his death?
Yes, I would have known. He was not.
And he didn't have any children that he raised?
No.
And are you receiving anything in exchange for your testimony today?
No.
I'll pass the witness.
Any further witnesses for the heirship?
No, please, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Doggett, anything further for the heirship?
No, Your Honor.
Your fees are $650 in the matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
After listening to testimony of Josie Ann Shepard and Guinevere Kelshall Huggins, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that the decedent's heirs are those listed in the judgment declaring heirship. I'm going to discharge Mr. Doggett from his duties as attorney ad litem and award him a fee in the amount of $650. Mr. Doggett, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, please, Mr. Doggett.
Thank you.
Counselor, you can call the applicant for the administration.
I would call Sean Gregory Wallace, please, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Could you please state your name for the court?
Sean Gregory Wallace.
And Mr. Wallace, how did you know the decedent, William Sean Wallace?
He was my son.
And when did he pass?
October 1st, 2024.
And how old was he?
He was 23.
And it has been less than 4 years since the date of his passing, correct?
Yes.
And he was resident of this county at the time of his death?
Yes.
And is there a necessity for an administration?
Yes.
Okay. Was Mr. Wallace, your son, ever married?
No, he was not.
And so I'm assuming he was never divorced as well?
No.
And as far as you're aware, he had no children?
No.
Okay. And your son did not leave a will?
He did not.
Okay. And you're requesting this court to appoint you as the administrator of his estate?
Yes.
And you are qualified to serve as the administrator. There's nothing preventing you from serving as the administrator, correct?
Correct.
And to accept letters of administration?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, we would ask that the court appoint Mr. Wallace to serve as administrator of the estate, to serve without bond or appraisals.
After listening to testimony of Sean Gregory Wallace, the court finds the decedent died intestate and there is a necessity for administration. The court will grant the request of the applicant and appoint Sean Gregory Wallace as independent administrator of the estate. Mr. Wallace, I'm very, very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I want to thank you for coming in and providing testimony so we could bring this to a conclusion today. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and thanks to your staff for all their assistance with this matter.
All right. Thank you all. Y'all are free to go. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the top of the docket. We'll now go back to Mule. Okay. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042639, estate of Mary Mule. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. You can lower your hand, Mr. Padlock. And Ms. Patel, you may proceed with your prove up.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Pavlik, can you please state your name for the court?
Leon Pavlak.
Are you the nephew of Mary Mule, who died on or about October 9th, 2024 in Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes.
Was she age 92 and residing at 11750 Padon Road in Needville, Texas, 77461 at and before her death?
Yes.
To your knowledge, did she die without revoking her will dated August 28th, 1990?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, will you be putting the will on the screen?
Yes, I can. 1 second.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Pavlik, can you see the will that's on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, to the best of your knowledge, is this a true and correct copy of Mary Mule's last will and testament?
Yes.
Okay. Were there any children born to or adopted by her after the execution of the will?
No. Mm-mm.
At the time of the execution of her will, was she of sound mind and at least 18 years of age?
Yes.
Did she have a marriage dissolve after the will was made?
No.
Have 4 years elapsed between the date of her death and the date when the application for the probate of her will was filed?
No.
Is the state of Texas or any charity a devisee under her will?
No.
Does a necessity exist for the administration of her estate?
Yes.
And did the will name Vincent Mule to serve as independent executor?
Yes.
And did he pass away on June 21st, 2021?
Yes.
And does the will appoint you to serve as successor independent executor to serve without bond?
Yes.
And are you qualified and not disqualified for any reason from serving as successor independent executor and from accepting letters testamentary?
Yes.
And are you waiving the need for an appraiser?
Yes.
I pass the witness, Judge.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Leon Padlock. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will and probate and appoint Mr. Padlock as independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Mr. Padlock, I'm sorry for your loss, and thank you for your patience today.
Thank you.
Ms. Patel, anything further for the record?
That's all, Judge. Thank you so much.
Y'all have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
That's it.
Let's go to Harrison.
Hello again, Your Honor.
Hello. We still do not have Dr. LaShonda Willis.
Hold on 1 second. Let me Your Honor, they've been trying to call her, email her, all of that good stuff. I mean, they all knew, she knew the hearing was scheduled. So I've emailed her.
Okay.
I don't want to have to reset this. Sure, the court doesn't want to either.
I have one more case. I'm gonna go to that case and we'll come back to you again. I'm hoping Dr. Willis will be present by then.
I am too, Your Honor. Thank you so much for your patience.
And Your Honor, at 10, I need to jump into County Court at Law number 5 just to say I'm here, but I'll be right back.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Correct. Message her and ask her if her attorney will be appearing.
There's Miss LaShonda Williams, Judge.
All right, Ms. Sibley. Ms. Sibley.
Sorry, Your Honor, I'd stepped out to chase,
Have Ms. Willis.
chase someone down.
Hello.
Oh, Mr. Harrison, if you would turn your camera on, please.
Perfect.
All right, we are on the record in 24 CPR 041635, estate of Zena A. Harrison. All those who intend to testify, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
When you respond, if you would unmute yourself, please.
I do.
Thank you. I think Mr. Carrington's having an issue getting himself unmuted.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Carrington, there should be a little microphone button. It says audio that you should be able just to hit and it'll unmute you.
There we go. See it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Let's proceed with the airship. After we've concluded the airship, we'll move into the administration.
Thank you, Your Honor.
First...
Good morning, everyone. I'm filling in for Miss Solomon. She's sorry she can't be here today. We'll call Andre Carrington, Your Honor. Mr. Carrington, please state your name for the record.
Andre Carrington.
And will you tell the court how you knew the decedent, Zena Harrison?
We were co-workers and became lifelong friends.
And can you tell the court approximately how long you knew Miss Harrison?
I think we met back in 1999, so approximately 22 years leading up to her death.
And is it true that she passed away on October 16th, 2021?
That's correct.
And is it true that at the time of her passing, Miss Harrison was domiciled in and had a fixed place of residence in Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes.
And was Miss Harrison ever married?
No.
And did she ever have any children?
No,
To your knowledge, she did not foster any children, adopt any, or bring any children into her home to raise as her own.
no, she did not.
And is it true that she was survived by her brother, Gary, the applicant, her brother, Daryl, and her mother, Mary Jean? Her brother, Daryl, and Mary Jean have since passed away.
That's correct.
And her dad, Miss Harrison's dad, did predecease her. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And to the best of your knowledge, did Miss Harrison have a will?
No, not that I know of.
And do you stand to gain anything financially from this estate?
Oh, not at all.
And are you being paid for your testimony today?
No, I am not.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Carrington. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Balloon.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Carrington, you and I have communicated previously, is that correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And you received my questionnaire and completed it and dropped it off at my office. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And did that contain all of the information that you have about any possible family members of the decedent, Zena A. Harrison?
Yes, that's all to my knowledge, yes.
You have not learned any additional information in the past couple months since you completed that questionnaire, have you?
No, I haven't.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I'll call Dr. LaShonda Willis. Good morning, Dr. Willis. Can you state your full name for the record?
Okay, my name is Dr. LaShonda Willis, LaShonda Yvette Willis.
And can you tell the court how you knew the decedent, Zena Harrison?
Okay, I knew Miss Harrison through being a church member with her, and we became friends at church.
And approximately how long did you know her before she passed away?
I met her in 1992, so that would probably be 29 years or more, maybe 29 years.
And is it true that she passed away on October 16th, 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that at the time of her passing, she was domiciled in and had a fixed place of residence in Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
And was she ever married?
No, ma'am.
And she didn't have any children?
No, ma'am.
And is it true that did she ever adopt any children, foster any children, or bring any children into her home to raise as her own?
No, ma'am.
And is it true that she was survived by her brother, Gary, and then her brother, Daryl, and mother, Mary Jean, who have since passed away? But Gary has not.
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that her father died before she did?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know if she had a will?
No, ma'am.
And do you stand to gain anything financially from the estate?
No, ma'am.
And are you being compensated for your testimony today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Willis. I have no further questions, Your Honor, and I pass the witness.
Ms. Ballou.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dr. Willis, you and I spoke a few weeks ago. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the time, I asked you some questions concerning the decedent, Zena Harrison, and her family.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you provide all the information that you knew at that time concerning Miss Harrison and any family members?
Yes, ma'am.
You've not learned of any additional significant information since the time that we spoke?
No, ma'am.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, any further witnesses for the airship?
No, Your Honor. At this time, we have no further witnesses.
Ms. Ballou, anything further for the airship?
Nothing for the airship, Your Honor.
Your fee is $6.50 in the matter?
Yes.
After listening to testimony of Andre Carrington and LaShonda Willis, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that the decedent's heirs are those listed in the judgment declaring heirship. The court is going to discharge Ms. Ballou as attorney ad litem in the matter and award her a fee in the amount of $650. Ms. Ballou, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Ms. Sibley, you may call your witness for the administration.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I will call the applicant, Gary Harrison. Good morning, Mr. Harrison. Will you please state your full name for the court?
Good morning. My name is Gary Lynn Harrison.
And will you tell the court how you were related to the decedent, Zena Harrison?
That was my sister.
And is it true that she passed away on October 16th, 2021, and at the age of 58 years old?
Yes, that's correct.
And is it true that the time she passed away, she was domiciled in and had a fixed place of residence in Fort Bend County?
Yes.
And is it true that your sister died intestate, leaving no will?
Yes, that's correct.
Did she ever discuss having a will with you?
No, ma'am.
And when she did pass away, did you or your family perform a search through her files, the personal belongings, but didn't find anything resembling a will?
And nothing was found. Nothing.
Are you asking the court to appoint you as dependent administrator of this estate?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Is there any reason you may be disqualified from serving?
No, ma'am.
Is it true that there's a necessity does exist for administering your sister's estate to collect assets owed to the estate, pay any debts, and distribute those assets to the heirs of your sister?
That's correct.
Are we asking the court to set a minimum bond today?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask some questions related to that. Did your sister own a home when she passed away?
No, ma'am.
Did she own a car?
Yes, ma'am.
And would that be the 2018 or 2019 Nissan Rogue?
That's correct.
And it's got a value of about $12,000, you think?
That's correct.
And did she have any bank accounts that didn't pass by beneficiary designation?
Yes.
And is that the Chase account that's been frozen?
That's correct.
And do you know approximately how much is in that account?
They would not give me that information.
Okay. Do you think it was a substantial amount or a minimal amount?
Well, it depends. I know it's hearsay, but the bank official said I need to probate it to get it.
Okay. Your Honor, I hope that helps a little bit on that. Are there any other assets that exist today other than what we've talked about, the car, the bank account, and then the personal injury claim?
That's correct.
And do we know the value of that claim yet?
I have no idea with that claim what the value will be with that.
Okay. And so we are asking the court to assess a minimum bond until we can determine that claim amount and determine what amount is in that Chase account.
Yes, I am.
And you're qualified to serve as an administrator?
Yes.
You're over 18?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
No felonies, no crimes of moral turpitude?
No criminal activity.
And no judge has ever declared you as incapacitated?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Harrison. Your Honor, at this time, I have no further questions for Mr. Harrison.
All right, after listening to testimony of Gary Harrison, the court finds that the decedent died intestate and there's a necessity for administration. The court will grant the request the applicant appoint Gary Harrison as dependent administrator of the estate. I'm going to go ahead and set bond at $20,000. It's probably a little bit low, but we'll get all that figured out once we have the inventory. And if we need to raise it, we'll raise it at that time.
All right, corporate surety bond. Okay, Your Honor.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you so much for the court's patience, getting everyone on and the swap out and everything.
That's okay. This case has been, and Mr. Harrison, I want to say, first off, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yes, sir.
Number two, I want to say thank you for your patience.
Yes, sir.
Especially considering what happened with this case at the last setting. So this has been a slow going process, but I'm glad we could at least bring it to a conclusion today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Sibley, anything further for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Have a great day. Y'all are free to go.
Okay, thanks, everyone.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bring in Miss Williams. I'll release her to go. Miss Williams.
Okay, here she is, Miss Williams, they call her. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Ms. Williams, I can't see you. If you could turn your camera.
Okay, hold on 1 second, okay. Hold on, give me a minute.
That's okay.
There you go. Hello?
Okay, there we go. All right, Ms. Williams, the attorneys are not present today. Your attorney is not present. Thus, we are passing today's hearing, but we are still scheduled for trial tomorrow. So I expect to see everybody present in my courtroom tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, okay.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you then.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Tell your mom.
All right.